Wow, so it turns out there's a bit of a strange interaction with changing the volume of your microphone in Audacity. Seems to change the volume of your microphone elsewhere, which is a little bit troublesome. So it just changed it on Streamlabs for me. Anyway, I was beginning to get a run through on my Ninja DLU character. I'm not recording that, and just came up to Avant-Garde Survival and was thinking, you know, it'd be really interesting to do for Avant-Garde, or to kind of work out would be a good Avant-Garde survival strategy. And some ideas are forming. Okay, I wasn't actually certain if that would smash it. Turns out it did. But yeah, some ideas spring to mind, and I figured let's go and test them out. Don't know why this is smashable. Aside from just giving people like me too much power. That was a bad jump. But yeah, so my theory... So, currently, it's more or less impossible to survive somewhat indefinitely on DLU's survival. Because, yeah, more or less, as long as you keep moving, nothing can and nothing will hit you. The issue is that DLU survival is not done on time. DLU survival is done on number of enemies smashed. And I want to take a look and see if there is any kind of consistency technique which can, as long as you can pull it off repeatedly, get you as many enemies smashed as you want. I'm gonna see if I can do something along those lines. My plan is to mostly... So, the plan is I can avoid having any damage dealt to me, but I cannot attack at the same time. So, how can I change that around? How can I spend most of my time maybe preparing for an attack, something like that, without having any damage dealt to me? That step I can do. How can I turn the... What can I do with all that time to prepare for an attack? And my idea is to make use of the whirlwind that shields you from damage. Because simultaneously there, I have something that is like charging up for an attack and is also involved in shielding me from damage. I don't know if any of the enemies that get spawned in survival count internally to the game as boss enemies, is my issue. If they do count as boss enemies, I've got a bit of a problem, because you get held in place for a short period of time after releasing your whirlwind. Probably should have flown off by now. Yeah, you get held in place for a short time after releasing the whirlwind. And the issue with this is that, well, the strategy for not being damaged revolves on keeping moving. Or centers on, revolves around keeping moving. This will hold you in place. What I hope is that the temporary stun that attack will do to all of the nearby enemies will be sufficient to keep me alive. The other question is, does this actually work as promised? I'm not 100% certain it does. Does it shield you from all damage, or is there some sort of cap? It seems like it would be OP were it to shield me from all damage. Not that I would be complaining. No, I don't have. I was really just hoping that'd be a free mission. Get rid of you. Oh, backpack space. I'll take it. Don't need it anymore. So yeah. Done. Actually, basically, no preparation for this. I should have at least looked at what I'm using. So the plan... Well, the plan is just to test this out. Just to see if I can deal with swarms of enemies in this way. I think I'm going to be juggling the Hood of Quakes and the Batlord Helm. Hood of Quakes to let me regen Imagination, and the Batlord Helm to keep me moving quickly. And I'm going to need the Imagination in order to use the Scythe of Quake's main attack. I love how my instinct is just, yes, smash thing. So yeah, ideally, I don't mind. Yeah, and so the idea is I won't do much damage. This will deal, I think, 5 damage to enemies. 6 damage. No. 2 damage to normal enemies. This will not do much. So the main... Oh, that was bad. Okay, let's just test. Okay, that dealt damage to me. Well, this isn't good. That kind of invalidates the whole plan. Okay. Quickly reformulating a new plan on the fly. Or quickly formulating a new plan on the fly. Let's quickly... That's actually not... Okay. Okay, no, I am down by 2. Okay. So ideally, what I'm really looking for is something that does damage to all nearby enemies, but doesn't fix me in place. I don't think I have anything like that off the top of my head. So anything, for instance, like the firecrackers or flashbangs, they will all fix the player in place. And in fact, with those, you'll be fixed in place for quite a long period of time relative to when the attack actually goes off. Temporary stun. Wow, the extent to which this is not working is rather impressive. Oh wait, I wasn't looking where I was. I might be able to recover this. I'm going to be quite impressed if I do manage to pull off a recovery. Things went pretty badly pretty quickly there. Okay. Got some free imagination regen. To swap over to this. Okay, going to take a longer path here. Come back around for both of those. That gets me a little more health. Nice, okay. Amazed I'm pulling this off. I mean, I'm assuming anything I can do will lock me in place. Okay. Oh, wait a sec. That feels like that should have stunned them, and didn't. I'm also realising I could have tested this out on just on normal AG enemies, which might have made my life, well, I don't know if I'd have actually made it any easier, but okay, so I'm in a okay, so those guys are hitting me, and I'm not being damaged. Is it something different about AGS enemies? The other thing is that I know certain classes. I'm thinking of Space Marauder, maybe Space Ranger. Nothing in assembly. Certain classes do have the ability to do a jumping attack that deals AoE damage, which is incredibly useful for something like this, because you want to keep moving and you're dealing with large numbers of enemies. Do I just... What strategy? I don't think there are any strategies that really spring to mind that I could use off the top of my head. Which is a bit of a shame. That was bad. As was that. And this, yeah. Okay. That's good. Incompetent ninja moments here. So many incompetent ninja moments. One of those times when it would have been faster to go up and around the monuments. You know what? Let's do some return to VE. Oh, I didn't see the back of that shirt before. I think that was a Lego Universe U. Maybe I was wrong, maybe I missaw. I think it was though. was very much waiting to be hit by something there. Really didn't get my wish. Okay, let's take 2. Yeah, okay, so is it just the survival enemies that I'm not protected? For which this does not protect me from damage. Or from whose damage this does not protect me. Come on. Okay, I'm not certain why. Wait a sec, is this bugged? Okay. Oh no, it actually is. I think I may be invincible. What's that fixed itself? Okay, it's fixed itself. Oh no. Okay, yeah, I am invincible. Well, that's good to know. I guess this would be a really, really easy way to cheese event card survival. Can I? Okay, well, I'm not invincible. I have near instant regen. I could still die. Okay, I'm officially invincible on this character. Let's power up back to full health. Yeah, that's unintended. Let me smash myself. That unfortunately is very much a server-side bug. Okay, so I'm assuming it won't persist after death, but I should check just in case. Hope you're enjoying the aeroplane outside. Wait, what just... I'm confused. Am I still powering up to full health? I am? I have attained invulnerability, apparently. Persisting after a relog. I'm not going to abuse this, because that would be boring and easy. Okay, so that still works. Oh, that was bad. I'm not going to abuse that. I'm going to muck around with other glitches. Or not other glitches, other tricks. Wow, I swear that's significantly easier to do this here than it is to do it on VE. I don't remember the route, though, for this out of bounds. I did have... I have one on the Venture Explorer. It's annoyingly difficult to pull off, but and I'm fairly certain it's pointless to pull off because I think you just get smashed once you fall out of bounds, but... Okay, so where did you go from here? Was it... Okay. So it's possible to get and stand on this wall. Or at least it is in VE. Don't know what you actually can and can't do in Return to VE. I've never explored this. At least not properly. Wait a second. Okay, just to... Okay, so that always does knock you away. I was just testing after the fire attic incident Figured it was worth a test to see whether or not that pushed you backwards in the camera direction or away from the object. I'm bad. But don't worry, that's a common theme. Kind of actually a bit harder with the smoke and the ship shaking. I feel like the ship's shaking more. Maybe it isn't. Wow. I've recovered that and then mucked it up all over again. I don't think I can get out of bounds anywhere else. This is the only, and I just mentioned I don't know if I can get out of bounds here. This is the only. Yeah, it's the only out of bounds tech that I have for this area. And don't ask me even why I'm trying to go out of bounds. I guess it was Ninja sees one thing that's not meant to happen. Instantly it's like, oh yes, this must now become an exploring bugs, tricks and out of bounds video. Which in fairness is why this channel exists. Woo! Oh, interesting. Wait, can I just jump up there? Okay, not quite. How am I doing this so badly? Or rather, not doing this so well? I mean, okay, this wasn't what I was planning on doing, so... Can just stop. I made it there, didn't secure my position. Actually, that implies I was planning on any of this. I was planning on some survival testing and realised this didn't work properly. Well, it didn't defend me from damage properly, but maybe it did then. It certainly didn't put me in this weird, like, infinite health state that I'm currently, or, yeah, whatever this state is that I'm currently in. Didn't do that, because I did die. Although I could currently cheat an infinite score with this. If I were able to replicate it in AGS, but I'm somewhat bet I could. Okay, that jump turns out it's harder than I thought. I'm not 100% certain where it is I'm actually aiming for. Oh, that nearly saved me there. As I'm pretty certain you can get from that panel back up onto the platform. Yeah, the issue is just kind of hard to do jumps around like that. Honestly. At least without bonking, which is what I've done every single time, more or less. Bar a couple. The screen shaking does not help. Okay, there we are. No, no, okay. I'm gonna go with possibly doable, but can't be bothered. Just complete these missions. I'm gonna run through so that it doesn't matter the fact that I'm not taking damage properly. Well, we can just see whether or not I'd have gone down to 0, but I bet I can avoid going down to 0. That does mean no attacking, though, which is a bit problematic. Oh, great, yeah, this is going to be hard to do without attacking. Where's the last one? Oh, yeah. I realised I hadn't got over there right as I turned around. And I'm definitely not doing that. Oh, hey, infinite health. No longer. Different. Okay. That's cool. Hey, another aeroplane overhead. Are any of you gonna do anything about me? Yeah, okay. No more regen. Cool. Don't know what was causing that, but... Bonk. What? No! Come on. Wow. I wasn't paying full attention, and... that's what happens. This is also a kind of bad weapon. This is a far better weapon for most circumstances. Really? Mm-mm. Oh, I saw some regen there. Some weird buggy regen. Whoa, okay, yeah, you saw the invisible bit of... well, I don't know if you did, but... oh, great, that was bad. There was an invisible bit of physics there. left over from me being hit by the hammer stromling. Yeah, 222 ranged weapon ain't bad. And you can possibly see from the Hammerhill Stromlings why I never want to come here on a hardcore LU run. So I don't like the thought of anything that deals 3 damage to me in a single hit. And has ranged. Please hit that. There we are. Ah, it's annoying. Oh, I'd totally forgotten I had a mission. I was just mucking around at this stage. And that was the least efficient way of doing that, but hey, it's a game, it doesn't matter. I've lost control of my character. There we are. Or of my mouse, rather. Oh, great, that's a wasp. I like doing this one and seeing shots fly at me as I go over. That's kind of what I was meant to do most of the times I tried and failed that attack combo. And helpfully enough, there are just 3 of these in the map. So no need to repeat myself. Yes, hello, I see you there. And you. Didn't see you, if I'm honest. I'm looking forward for some time in the future where people actually, like, properly work out how to manipulate the spawned physics due to projectiles to, like, really turn that to their advantage. Okay, looks like I'm attacking you then. Because that's something right now that we know exists, but I certainly don't have the energy. Well, it feels like it's way too difficult to manipulate to your advantage. And I certainly don't think I'll be the one to do that. I've got the spring shoe bug and I'm happy with that. I've got one useful bit of tech I found. Come on, don't prove me wrong about I won't need to repeat myself. Well, actually, the other thing won't have spawned back in if this one hasn't, so. Oh, I missed. Oh, that was... Okay. I got saved by luck, but, because I should have missed that. Unless it's like an alternating spawn point thing. I don't think it is. Okay. Yeah, well, I should have seen that coming. These two, come on. Nice, okay. I didn't... I totally lost control of my character there. Okay, so last I checked, this one didn't work. Oh yeah, it's just been auto-completed for me. might as well read some things and do some stuff like that whilst I'm here. Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing that. I know where all these things are. Waiting to be murdered from behind? No, a little disappointingly. Some of the graphics are pretty cool, I must admit. Like I guess it's just clever art because you don't have too much to play with, or at least the devs didn't have too much to play with in terms of like power of computers, so they can render like incredibly complicated things, but they still made some rather nice looking art for what they had. Oh, hello. I'm not going to fight you, spider. Did I get all these spaceship achievements? I wasn't actually paying attention. Oh no, it would be. Yeah, okay, I did. Cool. So that's me done here, for now anyway. At some point I will have to come back to grind achievements, but I'm in no rush to do that. I guess this would be one place where it would be relatively easy to engineer you being smashed. Right as you get on a rocket ship. I don't think anywhere else in LU, well, without glitches at any rate, or without hijinks and tricks, I don't think it's possible. Alright, I might call it here. I think next time I'll take a look at some Null Forest stuff. And then at some point I'll do... It's reaching the stage where I borderline, aside from that I need it to get the book, I could just skip out my rank 2 gear. Because by the time I've completed all the quest chains I plan on completing... what's the key to add friend? Control. You can't escape with front. Everyone's getting the friend requests. They can't escape it. I don't remember if there's a limit on the friends list. If there is, that may be awkward at some point, but hopefully I don't. Well, I doubt I'll reach that in this testing phase at any rate. So let's actually... Okay, might as well look at getting Summoner rank 2, I guess. No reason not to. I will have to at some point. But on the other hand, it might be cool to see how much I can accrue before having to resort to that. And honestly, like, I've got reasonable AoE with this. Like, I don't think there's any reason I would need to aim for any of the rank 2 gear. It doesn't give me any better armor than I have now, really. And this has the benefit of I'm also safer against skeletons. But on top of that, like, I think I've got 5 AoE damage, maybe? Something like that. I don't remember what it is on the Shurikens, but I've got a range 222. That's pretty good. I don't remember what the engineer one is, but it's at most 1 point of damage better. Sorry, the engineer, the inventor. It's at most 1 point of damage better. And I also, with it, get 2 AoE attacks. One of which does, like, freezing and gives a temporary stun. I honestly don't know how much the freezing does, but... Nope. But anyway, I think I'm going to call it here. Thank you all very much for watching. I should probably report the infinite health bug. Or invulnerability bug, I guess I should say. Yeah, thank you all for watching. I've been Intro You. I will see you around. Bye.